October 30th, 2025, Diddy was finally transferred to Fort Dix, the facility his lawyer had specifically requested. CBS News later obtained his intake photo, showing gray hair and tired eyes. Leaked footage now reveals his grueling daily routine, including 5 a.m. wake-ups, laundry duty for 23 cents an hour, and sharing a dorm with 8 other inmates. This is what life behind bars really looks like. October 30th, 2025, the transfer that changed everything.
Sean Diddy Combs was transferred to the federal prison at Fort Dix, New Jersey yesterday, where he will start to serve the rest of his 50-month sentence.
After 13 months in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, watching his empire crumble from behind bars since his September 2024 arrest, Diddy finally got his wish. His lawyers had specifically requested Fort Dix. Attorney Tenny Garagos wrote to the judge about addressing drug abuse issues, maximizing family visitation, and supporting rehabilitative efforts. Located 75 miles south of New York City, it was closer to family than Brooklyn ever had been. MDC Brooklyn had been, in the words of those who had been there, horrible. Fort Dix was meant to be the upgrade, the largest single federal prison in the United States, housing 4,100 male inmates, 3,900 at the main facility, and another 200 at the satellite minimum security camp. CBS News obtained something exclusive. Shortly after his arrival, the intake photo tells a story his lawyers never wanted revealed. Gray hair is visible everywhere, tired eyes staring at the camera, wearing the standard issue prison uniform. The reality hit hard. But here's what most people do not understand about Fort Dix. There are no traditional prison cells. The entire facility operates on open dormitory housing, retrofitted from old military barracks back in 1992. Some units house 12 inmates, 6 bunk beds crammed into small dorms. Then there are the larger open bay dorms holding 100 men at once. Think about that, 100 men trying to exist in one space. According to publicist Judah Engelmeer, Diddy shares a room with 8 other inmates, receives no special treatment, and lives among the general population. The man who once had personal assistants to fetch water bottles now waits in line for a toilet at 5 a.m. every single day. Fluorescent lights flood the dorms, and there is no sleeping in, no exceptions. Inmates scramble to get ready and line up for head count. The regimented schedule begins whether you are ready or not. By 6 a.m., it is breakfast, mass-produced institutional food, nothing remotely close to his former lifestyle. No personal chef, no catering, standing in line with everyone else and eating what is served. Complaints are not accepted, and most of the time not even considered. Then comes the work assignment everyone has been talking about, the laundry facility or the chapel library position.
In the clip obtained by TMZ, the disgraced rapper could be seen taking off his blue jacket and scarf while chatting with another inmate at the prison's media library in the chapel. Combs was reportedly getting ready to begin his work shift, which consists of giving movies and religious materials to other inmates.
TMZ obtained footage showing this reality. Diddy sorts uniforms for inmates, washes linens and sheets, and operates industrial dryers with massive loads of garments every day. Federal inmates are required to work, period. The irony is not lost on anyone who remembers the designer brands and the thousands of outfits. Someone online put it perfectly.
Diddy once paid people to wash his sneakers. Now he's scrubbing floors for free.
CBS News also revealed his second assignment at the Chapel Library, distributing movies to inmates and handling religious materials, considered one of the more desirable jobs at Fort Dix. Quieter than laundry, definitely quieter than kitchen duty. It came with actual perks, including access to a private air-conditioned office. His publicist called it warm, respectful, and rewarding, saying he works in the Chapel Library and trying to make it sound almost pleasant. The reality is he is just doing what he is told, just like everyone else, with no choices and no control. Work assignments stretch to 4 p.m., with multiple headcounts throughout the day. Officers are constantly verifying everyone's presence, which can happen 5 to 6 times daily, meaning constant interruptions to whatever they are doing, a routine that will surely exhaust anyone eventually. Evening brings limited recreation time, access to the prison yard, basketball courts if you want them, a track for walking or running, and a TV room with basic channels and no internet access whatsoever. Phone calls are heavily monitored, every word potentially recorded. CBS News reported that Diddy violated prison rules by making a three-way call on November 3rd. They claimed he was having a conversation with his legal team about issuing a statement to the New York Times. That call resulted in 90 days without phone and commissary privileges. His publicist clarified that the call was not initiated by Sean, insisting it was initiated by his lawyers and is protected by attorney-client confidentiality. Interestingly, on November 12th, his release date was pushed back by a month, from May 8, 2028, to June 4, 2028. No reason had been given as of press time. Meals are served 3 times daily in the prison's dining hall. Former inmates say they often receive expired food, nothing gourmet, nothing fresh, and no special dietary accommodations unless medically necessary. They say you quickly learn to appreciate anything that does not taste like cardboard. There are commissary privileges at least, allowing purchases of additional items, snacks, hygiene products, and clothing, though the selection is limited and prices are marked up significantly. Funds come from an outside account with a $320 monthly spending limit, making rationing necessary very quickly. At 10 p.m., mandatory lights out, and the dorm settles down somewhat. 100 men trying to sleep in the open bay dorms, with snoring, talking, and constant noise. Never truly quiet, never peaceful. Tomorrow starts again at 5 a.m. Remember the publicist calling it warm and respectful? Former inmates tell a completely different story. One inmate who spent 17 months there between 2019 and 2020 told reporters something chilling.
I was there a day and a half. This is not a jail. This is an insane asylum. And he agreed. It was a zoo.
Joe Judick from Real Housewives of New Jersey spent 41 months at Fort Dix. He told reporters that Combs's fate depends on how he carries himself.
As long as he keeps a low profile and doesn't try to act like a big shot, he'll be fine.
He then added this gem.
I've seen people get stabbed over an onion. You ain't in there with the most stable people.
They said the federal prison is low security, but Diddy's longtime lawyer, Mark Garagos, previously told Harvey on Two Angry Men podcast that Diddy will have a target on his back wherever he ends up.
Judick also witnessed activities in the early morning hours that guards apparently just ignore. He said he would get up at 3 o'clock or 4 a.m. to use the bathroom and see the craziest things, people you would never imagine. Guards hear the showers running at night and look the other way. Another former inmate described conditions that completely contradict any positive spin.
There's one bathroom per floor with toilets and showers, and everything is broken. A lot of the food is expired. It's horrible. They don't care.
But here's where it gets interesting, the things money can still buy. Judick revealed that inmates can pay for special services, including shoes shined, extra security, clothes tailored, and chefs preparing food. That's just how it is, he said, still so far from the life Combs lived outside those prison walls, with his empire completely gone. Visits are considered sacred, but are heavily policed. According to Tyler King, a former inmate and prison reform advocate,
you get one hug at the start, one at the end. Everything in between must be proper. Handhold too long, and your visit ends immediately.
His 7 kids have remained in his corner, posting birthday tributes on social media, though whether they have visited Fort Dix yet remains unclear. The holidays present their own challenges. King explained that a special meal might be served, or it might not. This year's Thanksgiving menu at Fort Dix offered deli meats or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, while Christmas lunch included baked Cornish hen, mashed potatoes, and fruit, or a holiday dessert. Nothing like the lavish celebrations he once threw. His family has remained supportive, with his 7 kids posting birthday messages when he turned 56 in early November. "We love you. We miss you," Quincy wrote.
Happy birthday to the best dad ever.
His twin daughters added their messages, but they were not there, and the world kept moving without him. His release date currently sits at June 4th, 2028, potentially 22 to 24 months with time off for good behavior, possibly minus another 6 months in a halfway house. His lawyers filed an expedited appeal in November, with arguments scheduled for April 2026. Diddy has the best appellate team, and sources say he is in solid hands. But right now, none of that changes the reality. Every morning at 5 a.m., the lights come on. Every day, he reports to work. Every night, he returns to that bunk in a room full of strangers. The man who once had everything now has a prison number and a release date that feels impossibly far away. Routines and schedules, however, only tell part of the story. To understand what Fort Dix is really like, you have to hear from someone who lived it right alongside him. On December 23rd, just 2 days before Christmas, Sebastian Teller walked out of FCI Fort Dix, a free man. His kids were waiting, and the relief was immense. But what everyone really wanted to know about was not his release. It was his cellmate, the most famous inmate in federal custody, Sean Diddy Combs. Hours after getting out, Telfair sat down with TMZ for his first interview, and he did not hold back. For Teller, the former NBA lottery pick who played 10 years in the league, prison represented a dramatic fall. From NBA arenas to a prison dorm, from private planes to 5 a.m. wake-up calls, from courtside seats to concrete yards. It was rough. He admitted that openly, but then he thought about Diddy.
I couldn't imagine how Diddy felt.
Telfair said, from penthouses to prison cells, from private jets to prison buses, from bad boy records to federal custody. Still, according to Telfair, Diddy has not fallen apart.